When I think of Ruth Mahoney, I think of role model immediately. I think of pillar of our community. I think of an amazing leader, someone who puts relationships before anything else. She's authentic, and I think Ruth is fun. I think I wouldn't be doing her any justice if I didn't mention how fun Ruth was.
I got involved in the chamber over 30 years ago and started, as a very junior banker, going to networking events and listening to a lot of the leaders in our community talk about, their vision for the Capital Region. And then in 2001, I was accepted into the Capital Leadership Program. Gosh, it seems like an awfully long time ago. And graduated in 2002. And we were the best class ever. When I graduated from Capital Leadership, I had learned so much and I felt it was so incredibly valuable that I didn't want to leave. So I volunteered to co-chair the program for a couple of years. Over the course of time, I started serving on other committees. I served on the Finance Committee, I served on the Executive Committee. And over the course of time, obviously a lot of time, in 2021, I was board chair for the year, which is an incredible experience. When I stepped into the chair's position of the board, I thought long and hard about how perhaps I could have an impact on the future. And so even though the chamber had D&I strategy in place for a long time, I thought there was an opportunity to bring that to companies here in the Capital Region. One of the things that, Mark and I and the board worked on was a really strong strategic plan for D&I over the course of time. That work is incredibly important. And I feel like we accomplished a lot in a short period of time. We then had, 3 organizations step up to support that work of belonging and inclusiveness. CDPHP, the Key Bank Foundation, and Business for Good were the 3 organizations that stepped up to fund and support that work at the Chamber, which we're incredibly grateful for because that made a meaningful difference in the strategy and, executing on that strategy.
Ruth had a pivotal role when she was chair of the Capital Region Chamber. She really helped move the mission forward with her leadership, with her active participation always. She's very focused on local businesses and the broader economic region. Ruth is a very charismatic and authentic community leader, and she's given us much of herself, and I think the region is a better place to live and work because of that.
The Chamber has evolved so much over the course of the 30 or so years that I've been involved. From being a pure membership organization to really being the organization now in the Capital Region that is the collaborator, is the leader, is the engine for a lot of our economic development work that goes on. I believe the role of the Chamber for the future is to continue the good work that Mark and the team have been doing over the course of many years, to continue to be this instigator for bringing people to the table to collaborate on certain opportunities that the Capital Region has, but bringing the right people to the table to have the conversations who ultimately can impact decisions that are being made or the future of the Capital Region is a role that the Chamber plays really, really well.
Her dedication to community service and the significant impact she has had on the Capital Region economic development makes her the perfect and exceptional recipient of the 2025 Chamber Champion Award.
I'm so honored for this award and this recognition tonight. I know that it's the culmination of 30+ years of working closely with the Chamber and the team and the board, and the work has been incredibly rewarding. So I'm truly, truly honored to accept this award.